YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's Mike Honora, is here from Empire Trading, and it's yet another weekly outlook and setups for the upcoming week. Yeah, for the upcoming trading week. So let's just get straight to it. Now, before we move to the technical aspect, let's check. Let's go through the fundamentals and what should we expect in this coming week ahead. It will be a very busy week in the US and the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision, labor reports, and the earnings reports taking center stage. Also, investors will be closely watching central banks meetings in the United Kingdom, Australia, Norway, Malaysia, GDP growth and inflation figures from the euro area. Finally, China will be releasing their manufacturing and services PMIs for October. Now, we all know what interest rate is and know what's happening in the whole global markets. The Federal Reserve has been hiking their rates just to control inflation. Inflation has been a massive high, massive levels. It's been a very long while since we experienced that kind of inflation in the US, and it's the interest rate is just the best way to control it. You understand? So we have to just have keep the fundamentals at the back of our mind before we step in. Monday not too busy. Tuesday we have cash rates from the Australian dollar. I trade Australian dollar, that's GBP AUD, so this is very important for me. Tuesday we have French bank holiday and Europe and Italian bank holiday. ISM PMI okay on Tuesday busy. Wednesday we also have the FOMC statement. This is their interest rate release. Very busy week, and GBP also bringing up the interest rate. This is gonna be a very busy week this upcoming week in the market. Last week in our last episode of weekly focus, I talked about the weakness I want to see in the dollar DXY. That's DXY selling massively to the downside overall in the long term base, like having these targets. This will be my first, like this will be my yearly targets right now for the DXY, trading back to 105 USD. So how I said this last week, and last week we saw how it dropped and it made the Euro USD rally, the GBP USD rally, and other counterparts rally very well. The focus was correct. So now we are in a daily level where we see price taps in the other previous day engulfed this type of engulfing bullish pressure right here. Then the other day ended bullish. So I want to see, okay, what I want to see on this pair right now is price trading back to this supply region above here. Yes, price trading back to this region. Then we have a continuation of the sell pressure and the sell pressure. Have this fib taken from the high to low. Then around this region is where I want to take or continue with the shorts that I have on sight. So that's, we can see, yes, and this will help my buyers will be more valid from the results that we're going to see in the fundamentals today, this week. Sorry, this will be backed up, or the buyers can also be backed up in my fundamental results we're going to see this upcoming week. So they have the NFP coming out this week, the Federal Reserve rate, interest rate also coming out. So if it's synchronized with my technical analysis, then it's a good and a go ahead for the sales we want to see in the dollar. So we don't take trades in DXY. I don't take trades personally, so there's no point of moving to other lower time frame for entries and stuff. Like just the general buyers I want to see, I just tend to see on the DXY. So let's head to the next pair, Euro USD. As we saw the sell off in dollar, there was a rally in the Euro USD. That's weakness in the dollar and the strength in the euro. So you can see how price managed to close above here, use it here as support, then pushed above. So what should we be expecting in this upcoming week? On the daily time frame, we have our supply level here spotted around already in the daily time frame. So the pullbacks we that we want to see on the DEX price seem just the opposite we want to see there on the Euro USD. So some pullbacks to the downside before continuation of longs to the upside. So we have that on our daily, we have that daily region here. I plotted out this region. Yes, exactly. But market close, so it depends on how market opens. If market opens in a favoring way of respecting this whole demand here we see here, then we could just see some buys to the upside and sell-offs. But if it doesn't respect it in such manner, then we can wait and see what price we would do around this region, because here is a very delicate region. So either choose to price can either choose to trade below, that's breaking this range, this minor range it made here, then come back to this region here, then we have some lows to the upside, or it can respect here. We always react, we don't predict, so I can't predict what price will do from this place, but I have a point of interest 1.0081, 0.98537 as my POI, where I want price to travel to and where I'm willing to take positions from. Funny enough, I didn't take any position in the Euro USD last week, and it didn't give me a nice entry opportunity for the Euro USD. Yeah, for the Euro USD. So I traded other counterpart, but not the Euro USD. So if price trades down, you can see longs to the upside. If it trades above, then we could see some shorts to the downside. AUD USD, we had a very, very nice forecast last week, because if you watched my last video, I talked about how I want AUD USD to come to this region here, then we see some sell-offs to the downside, this exact price. I see price just tapped into that area and dropped down. And then let's move to the daily time frame. So what we noticed here, AUD USD, I also said price should I wanted price to pull back to this region where we could see the longs up, but unfortunately it could not reach here before the bullish pressure kicked in. So we had missed the longs, but rather the shorts was inside. I didn't even take the shots. I didn't take the shots because no opportunity. I wanted it to pull back. I wanted it to pull back to this region once again. Like after this pullback, I wanted it to pull back to this region. I had my limit order around here, but it didn't activate it. It didn't reach, so we missed the wholesale. So for this upcoming week, what can we expect? Now we still have this region on site. Yes, this first region in sight here. Price didn't respect it at first. It can pull back this region. It might respect here, it might not respect here, or want to trade above, then we see sells to the downside, right? Sells to this region here, where we saw price just tap in, respected it, and we saw the bullish pressure kick in. What I love to see in the market is range before you break out. If I see a range before you break out, it's a go ahead for me to take positions from there. So for AUD USD, same pullback we want to see in the Euro USD. That's what we want to also see in the AUD USD. So price pulling back there, I still have my shorts still active around this region. So why? So it's just that simple, not so much. Just keep simplicity is key. Use trend lines though, but just see it's respected the trend line, broke below. It has broken below. It has broken the trend line. You could see a change in direction. So some traders will be waiting for another test of the trend line before they can see sells again or back to that region. So any of them stay okay. So GBP USD, nice price action on GBP USD. GBP USD was the week opened in a very corny manner, a lot of gaps. So this region was not really respected, no entry opportunity around here, because I mentioned in my previous video that I wanted to see some sales to the downside, but it didn't just give us that opportunity, though it sold a minor way, but broke above here, didn't retrace to this region, but shot up So what I plotted on my daily, I have this this daily key area here, this daily supply area here. So price trading back to this region, then we could see some sells to the downside, some sells, massive sells to the downside for the for GBP USD. So without seeing all these things, we don't take positions here. We don't take positions. I also had this level here. If I can just plot out this whole region here, you can see how price respected it or broke above it. But right now, taking positions from here would be very massive and key because of the like break and retest, as we all know. But you didn't retest here, and then before it shut up. So, but price coming back from this region, trading coming to this region, trading the sells back here, then we can take longs to the upside. So this is, I call this my trading range where I want to take buys and sells from. This is my trading range on the GBP USD. So I want to see price really trade above here, trade here, then we could see some sales to the downside. Let me just skip through, let me just divert. I have a Discord community. If you are not in that Discord community, you can do it to join. I will drop signals, we do chats, daily chats and everything. But all the trades I do take from the week and everything, I do post them here. From the forecast, I do forecast them here. I do take the trades here. So the link will be down in the description box below. You can join the Discord community and be part of us to catch these moves as well. So let's move to the next pair of gold. Gold was very nice. Gold had very nice price action. You can see these sales I took last week. I posted this on my socials, posted this in the group. The sales, the people in the group also took the sales. You see where I called the trade up, the sales active for gold, then that. So nice price action on gold. So down below. So what should you be expecting this upcoming week if I am to clear this whole stuff? So let's move to the daily time frame and what can we expect in the daily time frame. Now we can see the massive sell-off in the in gold. So we want to see that continuation of sales to the downside to this region here, where we could just see longs again, or depends on how gold opens. If you trace back to this daily level again, we could have some continuation of sales. So down to the 4-hour, what can we see in the 4-hour? You can see that price had already created this supply areas here. This supply area here, it created this first supply area. So if gold there's some sort of evening star formation. Look at this evening star formation here, not complete though, but this is just showing some reversal. This is some reversal signs to the upside. So if definitely gold, we want to feel this imbalance it had here, this sell pressure, you want to fill it up. So gold trading back up to this region, then we could see continuation of sales. So most DXY, most USD related pairs, we just want to see some push to the upside, then the continuation to the downside. So that's not so complex for gold, just price pulling up to the upside and trading down. One funny thing with this market is that it moves every day, it creates opportunities every day, but you have to save out the type of opportunities you take, limiting the number of trades you take so that you just keep the consistency in check. So that's on gold. GBP AUD, very nice price action, and this sales was taken in the group. And so you can do well to join. So we saw this range here on the DX GBP AUD. We saw this range as it was ranging, then the breakout to the upside. So I have this daily high here marked out. So simple. What we'll be wanting to see on GPU AUD is some pullbacks to the downside. Depends on how Monday opens. Really, it all depends on how Monday opens. Before a while, you can see if you could see some pullback to this region here, then we can have some selling opportunity, some buy opportunities to this region here possibly. But if you want to break it, then we see price trading above. But up until then, we want just a pullback to this downside where we could just have some buy opportunity around there. So it's not very complex, it's not very difficult. Just price trading back to this previous resistance area and use it as support. Then you see longs to the upside for GBP AUD. That's what we have for this upcoming week. I wish you a very successful and profitable week ahead. And remember, always manage risks and keep it simple. Keep it simple. Catch you in the next